bookworm. Let me know if this setup is gonna work. I have a huge, as you can see, natural light window here, and it has the best light during the day, so I hope it works out for you. Today I'm going to be doing a first book review. And what is the book, you may ask? It is Fixed on You by Laurelin Paige. As you can see, that this book blew me away. I could not put it down. It's just amazing, amazing book. So let's get into why you're really here, because you're not here to have me just talk to myself. You're here about me to read a book. So let's get on to the book. This is Fixed on You, and it takes place in New York. Yes, again, New York. I've read so many books that takes place in New York, but I love New York. So, and the main character in this book is called Elena Withers. Sorry if I just botched her last name. And she works at a club called the Sky Lounge. It's a very hip, sort of up-and-coming club because not a lot of people know about it. And she's the main character. She works at the club. One day she goes in to work, very, very busy, and her boss, David, who you'll hear a lot about in these books, says, "Oh, Elena, let's do a toast." She is next day graduating to get her MBA in marketing. And yeah, can't think of the other word. I'm so almost brain blocked today, but does a toast with her co-worker and best friend Leslie, who's like her confidant. She tells her everything that goes on in her life, and yeah, and she notices this guy down the bar, very hot, mysterious, muscular guy. And when I read the book, I thought of Ian Stanholder from The Vampire Diaries. That is my Hudson Pierce, and that is the second lead guy in the book. She talks to him and he asks, "Why were you doing the toast?" "Oh, I'm graduating to get my MBA tomorrow. We just wanted to celebrate a little bit." He says, "Oh, congratulations," and he leaves her a very, very good tip, $100. Now, I've never worked at a bar before, so I'm assuming that's a very generous tip to get, even if you just ordered one drink, which she did. And she says, "Oh, thank you," goes on with her life. And then the second half of the book is basically, she goes into work the next day and Leslie asks, "Oh, did you hear the club was sold? It's got a new owner. We don't know who it is." And Elena is wondering who just bought the club, because here's the first kicker. She and David used to have something, used to always want each other, but she was never really attracted to him before because she's got her own little psycho problems that become very apparent in the book. She always thought that her and David were going to run the club together, that that's what her future entailed, and there's that. And she finds out that the new owner is none other than Hudson Pierce, the guy who she talked to and left her the very large tip. She meets him again. She's lost for words. She doesn't know what to say. He comes up to her saying, "Elena, can we go up to the VIP rooms up above the club?" Now, everybody at the club knows what happens in those rooms. Let's just say that it's a little bit X-rated and kinky, freaky stuff. I don't need to emphasize what goes on there. She said, "Yeah, sure, let's go talk up there," and he has a proposition for her. And this is where the book really starts, really kicks off with this first question that he asks her in confidence. He wants to hire her to become his pretend girlfriend because his mother, basically, Sophia Pierce, wants him to go into a loveless, happyless marriage. Yeah, and that's his life is planned out for him. That's what he wants. That's what his parents want him to do. So he hires her to become his pretend girlfriend. She has substantial student loans, credit cards. He said he will pay off if she does this favor for him. And he, as you can tell, he's a multi-billionaire, so he can afford it. So the first half of the book picks up with them going to a first charity function with his parents for his mother. And Elena goes and realizes that his mother, Sophia Pierce, is kind of a bitch. She's not nice at all. And he meets the second villain in the book that I say is called Stila, who I did not like at all throughout this book. It's actually a person I wish I could grab through the book and actually strangle. But he meets her, and this is the woman that his mom wants him to marry. Go into the loveless relationship that he doesn't want at all. And he introduces them to her, and she right away just does not like the mom. The mom does not like the mom, does not like Stila at all. And Sophia kind of brings her down, really talks nasty things to her, even the first time of meeting her. And Elena just steps up and says, you know what? I'm with Hudson now. What you say can't do crap. And that's how it ends. And then it goes down the book with, reveals her problems. She's got really screwed up problems. And in my advice, she really shouldn't be with Hudson, but I didn't write the book. And the book leaves off basically with him. She's going to his penthouse, the Bowery, and she's only been in his, I call, fuck pad. It was the loft up above his office that he owns, and he always used to take women there to do, like, you know, little cookies with. So no one has ever been in his penthouse before. Never. First woman to go. And it basically leaves off with her realizing that she's in love with him. She loves him to death, and she's thinking to herself, I have so many problems with my past. This is not good for me. I'm going to end up going into bad habits, and it's not something that she really should be doing. It's such an amazing book that I could not put it down. And I would say, word of advice, when you get the first one, make sure you have the second one already handy, because you're not going to want to wait like a length of time to read the second one. So it's amazing. I'm not going to go into spoilers because I do not want to ruin anything for you. That's the best part about these books, is that the shockers and the surprises will basically leave you on the edge of your seat. Yeah, so this is the second one, Found Anew, and I would say out of all of them, this one has to be my favorite because of the shockers and just the story. And I actually found myself between these just flying through the sex scenes because I really wanted to know the story between Hudson and Elena. So it's amazing. Yeah. Laurelin Paige knows how to write good villains, knows how to write amazing stories. So tomorrow I'm going to review the second one because this one's so jam-packed with information and stories that I can't fit both in the same video. So that's my review, and I hope you like it, and I highly recommend it. I'm going to put all three of these on my Goodreads. I'm on the 6th chapter in book 3, and I'm trying to make it longer, but we'll see. So that's my review, and I hope you pick it up. Bye!